because I think getting them up to a decent level is going to be great backup for when Aristocrat is out. Smithy's got no electricity. How can this be? Well, that's a good way that it can be. There's no point building redundancy, it's already a square here. Just bring you out like so, and add a bill for making a harp. Needs wood, nothing but wood. Interesting. But I only need one. How odd though. How does that work? We make it, but it needs to be installed? Lenharu should be the one making this, so when you wake up I'm going to force you to do so. Yeah, I'm confused too. Wood and also made in a smithy. Come on, wake up, Lenharu. Brute Queen commands it. Eat your disgusting paste and then get to work. Okay, don't get to... Oh, right, your cannon needs power. Alright, are we also going to need a piano? Might as well get it done. We have a good bit of steel and a fair amount of components. I would quite like to tap into another geyser to have more energy. Do we have another geyser? We got one there. I worry that that's all we have. Only 4. The alternative is that I start making solar power and banking it in batteries, but that's unreliable. Geysers are forever. I also haven't erected the defenses that I said I would. Saw another to the northeast, Jake. Is that so? Ah, hey, now that's excellent. Can easily be added into this. When it comes to blocks, we have loads of sandstone, so sandstone we shall do. Including a sandstone door, because you pretty much never need in here. Get those hauled. Doesn't look like anything needs particularly cut down. And also get that power going. I'm not about to bake redundancy into this. That'll do. Well, it's not a big cost in steel to just build out like this. Might save our bacon. The same could be said for going down here, but the cost in the waterproof stuff is rather large. I'll still do it though. Alright, the harp is done. Now what does one even do with a harp? Also, where's the harp? Harp? Ah, here we go. So the harp must be installed here. And I guess it gets played every now and then. Jinx, this should make Brute Queen pretty permanently happy. I'm so glad that they still work. I imagine that having your royals just not do work must have been a huge pain when it first came out. The harp needs a stool, must it? Like an actual stool or what? How about a beautiful limestone or even sandstone one? This throne room is so undignified, says Mark Giroux. It's fine. Don't mind the yak just wandering around. Darth Ayer's earned it. Steal a seat from the ones near the paste dispenser. Nah, all these seats are necessary in their own way. I'll make it a nice stool. A dignified stool. Aristocrat discussed the topic of relationship between love and death's inevitability with Robocop. I don't think he wants to hear about that. Also, Roisa is long overdue that peg leg installation despite being destroyed. Their consciousness is a little low for me to want to do that. So I'm going to temporarily remove that. Check and make sure that TBW is ready for a new bound of medical learning. And then add a peg leg on the right leg. And a denture. TBW, get to work. Put him to bed. Wait, you're feeding him? Do the operation, man. Go and get that lump of wood. I wonder if it's worth me keeping a thing, a shelf full of wood in here. I think I will. It's a good way to train people up. They're on to me. Relationship with the Troves Nation has changed. Needlessly installed peg leg. However, TBW did learn a good bit of medical. Robocop, you need to do the next one. Because TBW's already learnt as much as he can learn today. There's always plenty for Robo to learn though. Squishy, squishy. There we go. Oh wait, failed catastrophically. But again, learned, right? I don't think any doctor has managed to do everything perfectly in their life. That was quite the failure, though. Oops. Don't worry, now both of the guys here have had horrific surgery. Good, I got lots of medicine. No, 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 Shalui! Oh god, I don't think anyone's close enough to save you. Bunny? Brute? Robocop? Curse the slow door. Warg revenge. Yeah, I'll give you revenge, alright. There we go. Right. Good. Save Shalui. Just bites and scratches, don't you worry. How about you, Bunny? A little bit of a bite, but you're okay. Yeah, hang on in there. Aristo is starving. Tell me something I don't know. Wait, he's so starving he's having another one? No, he's going to feed paste to our medical experiments. There we go. Whew, that was too close for comfort. Well, such is the risk of having animals that wander around. These things do happen. We just gotta react as and when we can. And there we go, Bunny. Bunny will be fine. A few scars are nothing new. Low mood on these people. I am very not surprised. But we're doing great at leveling up our medical on Robo and TBW, our backup doctors. Good, Shalui's able to get up and walk around again. You're doing a lot of sitting there. Oh, you gain authority by sitting there. Interesting. You still think it's undignified, though. You could fix that, you know. Ah, you are. There you go. Install that. Huskies! Oh, wow. Now things are getting good. My time for a pet is now, says Lenaru. You're not any good with animals. Can't even put a master on you. But we'll get there. Need 8, have 0 for the timber wolf. Yeah, maybe huskies are better. We'll see. Still don't, these guys need names. Husky 1 right here. We got anyone that wants to be a husky? Because now's your time. I'm gonna call one of them Shaggy though. How does one bond with any? I think you have them as a master long enough and then you eventually bond. We're gonna have Husky 2. We're gonna call you Karma. I'm just gonna call you Karma for short. Your name is muckle long-winded for this and it doesn't like the underscores. And then Bubblegum, you already died and you know it. We're gonna call one of them 6 foot for 6 foot above ground there. Oh, you're already training. Damn, Bunny loves the Huskies. That's fast. So how do we get to assign them? It's probably from... Well, actually, I don't know what it's from. I don't think we're going to have you join in on these fights just yet. When it comes to handling, TBW could do some handling. He's good at it, but he's no bunny. This will be done soon. I like how fast that got done. Right, I do have the steel for it, barely, but I will need more steel down the line. Just this ever-present hunger for steel. There's quite a bit to be had here, and we haven't been mining out steel in a while. So, let's change that. Oh yeah, all this is made of steel as well, isn't it? Just get that whole lot done, Dark Young. I know you love to mine. Okay, so nice thing about using 0 batteries is when you get a zzzt, it does next to nothing. Right, the Royal Tribute Collector is here. I got no problem handing over loads of drugs as tribute. What else are we going to do with all this yayo? Wonder if they'll take kibble. Altern asks about using the water streams as power. Yeah, we do have a river here, and we could do that. Not really a lot stopping us from doing so. Could supplement the power that we have, and it would be nice to have more hydroponics going. I wanted to expand the hydroponics out here. That was always the plan. Might mean I need to drag this elsewhere or move it up. Nothing wrong with moving it up a bit. Why don't we plan for that? How long is this anyway? 11, huh? I'm going to have a stone door on the other side. For the very unlikely possibility that I need to pop out of this side for an attack. Maybe to arc around somebody. Yeah, how do we get masters? I'd like to know that myself. Another excellent statue. Let's have it admired from here. Best to install them as soon as we have them, otherwise they just waste away here where nobody knows, sees, or appreciates them. Those hydroponics are going to be a ton of steel. Let's not build it up just yet. Nice bit of beauty on the harp. A general statue will do a whole lot better, but good that it adds to it. Brute Queen no doubt wants a really nice throne room like so. Master is just who the animal is going to follow around. You need the animal skills for that. Bonds happen for everyone and anything. You can always be a master of a bonded pet regardless of skill. Okay, so what do we do to be able to assign a master? Because these huskies, none of them are taking it. Unless we need guard. Ah, well that makes sense. Can be assigned a master. Okay, solar flare is going to make people hungry, particularly Aristo. Hopefully he already ate. He did. Then we shouldn't have too much to worry. Plus people can drink milk if they're desperate. Well, what's your problem, brute? Dark, drowsy, unsightly, awful meal, soaking wet. And you didn't even get the geothermal generator built. Should really get to work on those defenses here. Create a killing floor. But I don't like creating killing floors. Okay, what kind of tribute you after, Buckethead? Oh, they're only interested in slaves. I really liked experimenting on them, but what do we get out of this? Are we getting favors? I'll sell them off anyway, see what happens. We did, we got 6 favors, that's very handy. Great, now we can call in royal aid twice. Once for free and then once at cost. They might be wondering why they're bleeding out so much. Oh, why this one has 2 peg legs? It's alright, we can capture more people down the line. Ah, damn, because of that it's heating up in here, so the meat is going to spoil. Actually, a lot of this meat is going to spoil. That's a sizable problem. There we go. Now get that thing cold fast, because this stuff's spoiling in minutes. 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, it's refrigerated, and now it's frozen. Shame the animals aren't around here for us to slaughter. Except for this raccoon. Might as well take it out, take my vengeance on how disappointing Resident Evil 3 was. The remake, that is, because man, I love RE3, the original. This stuff's never going to get hauled in time, and we don't particularly need it, so let's just cancel its haulage. You can double up walls for extra insulation. I know you can, but I don't like to. Looks like it would take up way too much space. I wonder if stone walls are better than wooden walls for insulation. What a place to sleep, Darth Air. It does tell me, though, that we need some more animal beds. Yet another... Oh wait, no, that was the one that was meant to be installed. People aren't getting to work right now. Quit letting me down. Alright, off they go. We got our royal favors, so good for us. Man, slavery is good. Somehow I knew it was brute. That's a lot of mad deer. Oh dear. We might really need to get our numbers together to deal with that. Oh crumbs, I didn't put these doors back. I'm gonna have to remember to do that next time. Alright, brace yourselves. Uh-oh. Well, fight the good fight, everybody. Actually, go and flank them, will you? Don't want you shooting our own guys. I am sure that was a bullet wound. Alright, he's got it, don't worry. Okay, Robocop, I know you like to just run away there, but we got some bucks to haul. Whoa now. You'll never do hauling, so forget that. Alright, Leonardo, dark again? Jings. Your left middle finger just got destroyed by by the deer. Oh my. Darth Air says, I am lord of this house. I sleep where I please. The throne room is my audience chamber. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? A heatwave has begun. I wonder if that's going to challenge my ability to keep this meat cold. It's only 31 degrees, hardly anything to worry about. Oh, Bunny's all better. Also, did something just frag out there? No, it was just turning itself off. Someday that generator's gonna be built. Someday. So you had a drink, you had a smoke, and then you went to bed, TBW. And you took the good bed to Dark Youngest to take the crummy one. And now I know you want to rain, but could you please get to work on some of this? I feel like the construction's just not being done these days. Construction's mostly meant to be done by Brute Queen. You are the best at it, after all. Ah, that's right. It's actually really warm indoors now, thanks to this. Well, it's not warm enough to cause heat stroke, so I'm not too worried about it. Of course, sleeping in the heat does nobody any favors. And it's just barely kept frozen in here. Barely is frozen enough, though. Right, with all this heal root, with all this almost dead heal root, I feel like we could... not all of it's grown, but I do want to change out from heal root. Yeah, don't worry about the heaters, even though they look like they're on, they're not actually on. Oh, okay. It's actually 7 degrees in here. So although it's refrigerated, well, a lot of stuff was bound to spoil anyway. One thing I would say, though, is if somebody is hungry and tries to go get some food, I might force make all this stuff into nutrient paste, which should be fresh and last a bit longer. Or I won't. Who really cares? Not these guys. Great, there's a lot of corn to be harvested. I will not have this stuff set to be sown again, though. But they must be enjoying the... Oh, it's non-ideal temperature. What, 43 degrees out there? That is a real corker of a heat wave. Dark Young's been working out there for a bit too long. He's getting a bit too hot. Oh, don't work out there so much then. Those around here, though. Yeah, I think I'll just accept the fact that some of these are going to go. No, I shouldn't just accept it. We have the power to cool the place down a bit. Okay, Dark, you don't have to be out there, so don't, but do haul. Ha 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 ha. Aristo's picking out on food. This is actually good for me, because this stuff's about to spoil anyway. So here's what I'll do. Wait, he's eating... What is he eating? What did he just eat? Because it looked like pemmican. How did I even have pemmican? Or is that all he's going to eat? Let's disallow this, have Brute Queen go over here, and then let's transform all this food. Because it's just going to spoil otherwise. Where's this paste? Oh wait, it spoils in 18 hours? Maybe I'm making a mistake here. Yeah, well, we'll do it anyway. What's the point of mistakes if you don't make them? 2 days, 17 days, 12 hours. That should be fine then. But do haul it, please. And then after you've eaten, please get to work on that. Brute. There we go. And hopefully that extra bit can cool it down, but I can't be sure. The classic paste exploit. What's exploitative about it? It's a crying shame that it doesn't let you handle paste like you do other food in the game. Aw, Aristo's meeting with Helden. To think we've only had one member of the colony die. I'm rather surprised by that. Great, so that's just frozen everything. Fantastic. And our dog Shalui is fully healed up. No health conditions either. Ah, right. Huskies can have anybody as a master. Lanharu wanted one. You can have the youngest one. Aristocrat probably deserves a dog by now. And it seems like a terrible idea to give TBW one, so we will. Aristocrat got food poisoning from milk. Ah, jeez, the one time we don't eat paste and we get food poisoning from it. Well, you're gonna chuck up all over the place for a bit. Alright, but on the plus side, food situation looks good. We've got everything cooled down. And this heat wave, I don't think it's going to really last. It's certainly not going to threaten us. Whoa now. That rabbit threatens our crops, my liege. Should get this stuff harvested. Plenty of kibble. That should keep our huskies good for a long while. Oh, what's this? Seems like 6 foot is going for karma in effect. We'll have some more baby huskies on the way. Oh, right, I was wondering what happened to you, but no, the food poisoning and your fragility is hurting you. You'll get over it. Interesting move you did there. Going from one to the other. I have an idea. The idea is to shrink this zone down a bit and to have a new zone up top, which is clearing everything. The only thing you're allowed to have is kibble, and you are a preferred place for it. Maybe even better, an important. Nah, just preferred. This is our main stockpile of it. Up. Then that gives me a quick at-a-glance idea of how much kibble I have, as one of our beasts just goes and eats it all up. Yes, beast. I said I was done with planting more medicine, or heal root rather, and I think I should be. There's too much of it. What do we need more of at this point? Drugs are always good. Probably hops, since we got rid of most of our beer, if not all of our beer. Yeah, there's none even here. There are smokes, sure, but how are people meant to enjoy a beer right now? They can't. And that's not something I can abide by. Okay, good. Aristo got over his food poisoning. Ah, oodles and oodles of hay. And I should definitely not allow more sowing. Harvest yield of 18. Why does it look like so many of them are giving me not 18? Looks like that gave me 10. Is it because it's only at 72% growth? Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe you're meant to leave it to 100 and then you get the full amount. Do you still have your wolves? Yeah, we got all 4 wolves. 1 Arctic, 3 timbers. And, okay, the yak is pregnant again. Sweet, we're gonna have another wee baby yak. This is a happy day for me. It's not 100% grown, Jake. Alright, so maybe harvesting things at not 100% is a bad idea. You only get the full growth at full yield. Well then. Who would have known? I think with this being the case, I should clear the outdoor pets from ever setting foot in here, because they'll eat our raw food, which I don't want. Whereas with this, they're able to eat up all the kibble they can imagine. And Aristo, speaking of kibble, gets back on the case. Arctic wolf, male, yes! Finally, some Arctic babies. Bunny, you know what to do. Well, sure, train Aki, but go and tame that Arctic wolf and don't muck it up. Bunny approached the Arctic wolf while whispering to herself about alien contact. Never change, Bunny. Also, that warg needs to die. Oh wow, we got it in one shot. Welcome, Arctic Wolf 1. Not a good enough name, though. Starting to get a hefty amount of them. Alright, Arctic Wolf needs a new and better name. I think it's going to be Mr. Moreno. It is the man, after all, and we need you to breed like mad. Is anybody currently hunting you? No, but I'm sure they will. Not enough excess going on right now. We need this thing built someday. Oh, but instead we're hunting these poor animals. We're the real monster here. Jake, rebuild doors and fortifications. What do you mean? What do you mean rebuild? Oh, you probably mean rebuild these ones, which I totally see as necessary. Structure. Jake, which of the mods gives you weapons equipped at the top? I don't see anything that stands out on the mod list. I think Marvin missed it from the mod list. I should really ping him about that. But it's a simple name. It's called Show Drafty Weapons. And yeah, it's so good because before I had it, most of my time was spent clicking around trying to figure out who has what weapon, which was anti-fun. Right. All awful and poor weapons, but I think we should also smelt all weapons that are not at least excellent, as long as they are... Oh, I was wondering why nothing was showing there. It's wood. Not the blade link or ranged weapons, but essentially all of the not awesome weapons here. As long as they're actually within our storage. Because look at these crummy weapons taking up space. Steel club. Oh, steel club's better than that wooden club you've got, Linaru. Consider that. Oh, we're about out of human meat. But Arista learned how to cook by making kibble out of human flesh. Now that's a lesson for the ages. Doe-eyed elephants. I do like elephants. She wants you to take care of 4 elephants. The elephants are her favorite pets. She wants them to see the world outside her royal court. The elephants are injured and may not be able to walk. The Orange Dominion relations will improve by 18. That's good. That's very good, and I know I have what I need to feed them. I got kibble for days. Yeah, I think we'll take it on. I love elephants. What if you keep them, Jake? Tempting, but I had a run where I... Wait, they land and they destroy a bit of my stockpile. Also... Yikes. Rescue Neville. Rescue Timothy. Rescue Hermes. And TBW is doing another one. Alright, yikes. Let's get them in here. They're not getting proper medical care though. It's only bruises, so I don't care. Just picking up all these. Whoa. Taking care of Putt-Putt there and then. Rescue the poor thing. Ah, right. It doesn't have a place to be put here. Then here's a new animal sleeping spot. These poor abused elephants. Okay. Right, now I got a whole load of animals to be thinking about here. I think I'll have them stuck on indoor pet, and that way I can keep them safe indoors. They can eat all the kibble they want. Then again, don't elephants eat grasses and things? So maybe it's good just to keep them in the home area. They can definitely defend themselves. Home area is fine then. Oh, but as long as it's not this they eat. Alright then, they're going to be outdoor pets. What are you destroying there? Whatever it is, you got a bit of steel out of it, which you should have just dropped on the ground. Alright, good, we have excess on the grid. Not enough excess though, I need additional ways to generate power. And that's where watermill generator comes in. How much power do we generate out of these? Does it actually... let's see. The turbulence they generate will interfere and reduce power. Must place the wheel in moving water if they're placed too close together. So I can place multiple of them. Like so. And this will be a good way to augment the amount of power that we do produce. Man, these buildings are just not being worked on. Construction is meant to be Brute Queen's main thing here. Maybe it's just not high enough for others. Like Dark Young should be better at it, but he does like to mine and do art instead. Let's just up it in general. Well, not for you guys. Speaking of which, Dark Young's working in his art. Wait, how did he get artistic from being here? What in the world did he do? Just talk to himself a bit? Good, all that garbage stuff we had there is just rotting away as it should. Marriage is on! Robocop proposed a lifelong commitment to Bunny. Bunny agreed. The two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days, or quandrums, we're going to have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. That is adorable. And this calls for a marriage spot. Which I don't remember where it is. Here we go. If anybody's getting married, they must do it in the presence of the Queen. But the Queen isn't a sourpuss. She'll hold the parties here as well. Good, your authority's doing well. Right, there's clearly not enough wood being chopped here. Let's get it out of the way. And also just generally cut the plants that are under these. It's better to have that specifically done by people that are good at removing plants, rather than leaving some hapless soul hacking away at them like poor Dark Young here. He knows how to mine through rocks, less so how to mine through plants. In fact, it's disabled. Oh jeez, that thing's still being hunted? Forget that. There are better things to do, Brute. And RimWorld is such a good game, such a dangerously good game. It almost shouldn't be allowed to be this good. Alright, enter autumn. Time for another long, cold winter before we know it. This place is important. I prefer it just to be preferred. This is important. Yeah, I think there was a hiccup on the stream on my end. I see dropped frames 8,700, and that was just over the short bit that we've had. Right, forget all this other stuff. What can we do? Not that. Nah, I don't want those crummy prosthetics. I want good prosthetics. Minigun would be good for Robo and TBW, but it takes a lot to make. I want to find out how to make a shield belt. Isn't there a hunger rate here? Eating speed, no, that's not what I'm thinking about. They do nuzzles, and I think nuzzling with an elephant is very good for making yourself happy. We haven't checked people's moods in ages, because moods are things that we've been on top of. But have we had anyone nuzzled? Not that I'm seeing. People like to wear the tainted flax stuff, though. Oh, mood is under control right now. It's not a problem. We've got all these psychoid leaves, though, and what we're not doing is making yayo. Maybe Aristo. Oh, right, I've had Aristo on researching rather than anything else. I'd rather have him craft drugs, since those go off. And you know, drugs are good. Have we looked into crafting better armor? It's an idea, but it's not one that I'm doing. If anybody should have the better armor, it would be Dark Young and Linharu. Come to think of it, Linharu's protection is just a vest and nout more. Why are you carrying 25 beers? Do I have anybody else that's carrying ridiculous amounts of stuff? You've got 12 kibble. I bet you're training, so that's fine. You also have 18 beers on you. Why does everyone have so much beer? I'm sure I told them to carry 2 beers. Let me double check that. Be happy. Carry 2 beers. Alright. They're stockpiling for the next pandemic. Why do you think I'm carrying 25 beers? Greed, of course. It's the only thing I can think of. Alright, thanks to the mining, we've got a good bit of steel, but we need a good bit more of steel if we want that fully fleshed out. Thankfully, there's plenty of steel to be picked up, but we need even more. I really need to weaponize my wealth more, which is a term I'm using a lot, but I do believe in it. Grand. Yeah, Dark Young will enjoy carving that out once he's done being hungry or eating awful meals or being wet or just generally being a sourpuss. I hope there's no other use for Nutrimen. Because this is all we're doing with it. Oh, should I be worried? No, probably not. It was just one tree. Don't get me worked up like that, game. Thought we just unleashed a whole lot of mechanoids on ourselves. Ah, Aki's now pregnant. It's getting a bit wolfy in here. I'm not suggesting that it's time for a culling, but we need to keep track of our animal numbers if this gets out of hand. I'm not actually sure why I'm keeping the yaks at this point. They do consume quite a bit. And what do we get out of this? Another one. And a climate adjuster cooling the world down. I don't need that in my life. Alright, well, if that's how it is, We should harvest all this while we can before it all freezes away. Good, get on it, bunny. A bit of cold never did anyone harm. Alright, so what are we looking at over here? Aside from all the stuff that I've yet to haul, those components are going to go off. There's a lot of hauling that needs to be done, but we don't do it. Oh well, that's more on me than anyone else. Mech drop beacon, countdown activator. Well, sounds like it needs to be shot to shreds. Right, what we need is not more mined out. What we need is what we have got here actually hauled back. Someone said Huskies are good at hauling. Yeah, and we're training people up for hauling. But that's a lot of training. It's alright, we have the shells. We're going to shell the mechanoid cluster there. Why are we feeding them our corn? We have kibble. Wouldn't claim to know. Alright, looks like we're getting 20 out of each of these. That's good. That is food for a long time. Might even be too much food, but it's our too much food. Proximity activator. Auto charge turret. But there are walls in the way. I could probably just go here and throw grenades at the climate adjuster. I could probably do that from here, but then they'd awaken and come and slaughter me. Or we could hire somebody to do the job for us. After all, any time that we're not having this countdown is time that we're wasting their generosity. I think it's time to see what our royal friends can do. TBW's getting good with the animals. Local doe extremely angry. On it comes, but it's a manhunter, it's not hunting the... Hey, TBW, maybe it's time for you to learn how to use that gun of yours. Oh no, Bunny. Bunny should be on the case with that rat-a-tat-tat. Anybody else willing and able to join in a fight? You know, really, most people are busy with their own stuff there. And I'm glad you're actually building something, Brute. Just go there. Pop, pop. What? Wait, where are you going? What are you doing? If you want to come out here, then all the better. Easy money. Couple of bite scars on you, but that's all. Good job. Surprised those two are good to go. Right, drowning in food, as we should be. That kibble's getting torn through, unfortunately. And we make kibble out of bodies, so we need to consider that. I have a feeling that we need to get rid of our hefty big yaks. I mean, they're just not contributing to society. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Yak, yak, yak. I think we'll kill you, and then once you've given birth, we'll kill you. Then we'll keep a couple of small ones to raise and then eat. Ah, great, we've really added to our energy generation. Then it's certainly time to grow this when we have the steel. You can do it, Dark. No, he can't. He doesn't know how to chop. Oh, whoa, already? The countdown isn't done? Granted, there's only one of them, that's hardly a concern. Don't like how they fight during the night time, though. We're busy sleeping rather than being ready to kill. Oh well. Colonist needs treatment. Too bad, Bunny. It's just a bite. Where will we be? I think we'll be over here, because then it has to deal with this water to get to us. Immense structure. That's a lot of improvement. But I don't want to build something 15 by 15 in size, so away you go. On your bike, as we say. What is it up to? Oh, okay. It's one way to do things. Aristo, you're taking forever there. Oh, whoa, whoa, maybe for good reason. Take steady aim. Oh, jeez. I was sincerely worried about it ripping you to shreds. But it didn't. Whew. Alright, TBW, you go and haul that thing. Bunny and Robo, get yourself temporarily patched up. And then we're going to drop some missiles on these guys, and when they come to attack, we'll summon Brute Queen's cohorts. Again, use the good bed. This idea that Bunny needs treatment is just weird. Those bites are fine if left untreated, probably. I don't like the whoa. The excess isn't high. Did we break part of the connection here? No, why are we so low? Even with these things running, why are we so low? I don't think I added anything that drinks power, did I? If I really wanted to, I would just not give the elephants back, but they consume way too much. That's my problem with having lots of animals in this game. The sheer amount that they consume. Heaters turned on? I think even if you consider the heaters being on, I had a lot more... Oh, right, this thing. It's actually active right now. Right, then I certainly need this built. And it needs more components than I have right now. Okay. Let's make sure this thing is toggled off. And then when we destroy this, I need to send people out to actually get those... There we go. Actually pick up those components for once. Minor break risk for you. Why? Lack of food? Too bad. The needs must, and we must need. Take it down. A nearby settlement has a special trade request. They'd like to purchase bowler hats in exchange for a persona core. That would be great if we were planning on getting off of here. But I don't really care that much, so... It lasts for a while, we'll just leave it be. Alright, Linaru, are you the one with a magical shot? Looks alright, looks okay. Oh, hey, that's good. Ah, that barely seems worth bringing in reinforcements for. Then again, if the reinforcements die, all the better. Then again... I think I'd rather keep them for a real fight. This isn't a real fight. Well, there's the blast steel for us. You know what? I like having slaves work for me. Get in here. Where's that off to? Looks good. Oh, that's nice. Direct hit. Oh, that's way off. Could be good. Not good enough. Not sure I want to keep spending all of these. Not when the main threat is gone. Nah, alright, you've let me down. Get back to work. Wasn't there another one of those slicey guys? Oh, sheesh. Right, good thing we have you two here, because this is the ideal situation for you to be fighting that. Looks like it wants to kill Darth Air. Where's our everybody else? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a clean shot. Good thing they're bad at it. Okay, dark. Okay, that was easier than expected. And Dark Young, amazingly, isn't dead. Oh, his left thumb is now destroyed. What a guy. Are these guys going to go off and take care of this then? Because I would quite like that. That was kind of the point. There is still the huge turret. There is still the huge turret. Don't know what the turret range is. Okay, now I know what the turret range is. I'm not sure if these guys are going to go and actually fight it for me. Well, that guy's not going to do much. He's just lying there dying. Did these guys really eat a lot of pain? Where are the rest of them? Bio-coated chain shotgun, but still something we can benefit from. Ah, there they are. Probably about to get shot by this. Ah, works for me. Brute, you're nice and fast. I would like you to go and strip that individual. Their clothes are worth good money to me. Oh, this is good if they take that down for me. Making good progress. Keep it up. Keep it up while I just get this guy dealt with. Actually, I should probably rescue him after I strip him, of course. Oh, that's good stuff. Rescue him. And, I don't know, Robocop, come out and haul this stuff, please. Hey, good job. They took it down. Not the climate adjuster, but we can get to work on that. You've still not had those bite scars seen to. Go and rest up a bit, will you? TBW, see to those. Oh, they're bite scars, right. I keep misreading those as fresh injuries, but they're far from fresh. Alright, Bunny, I want you to go over there and completely destroy this with your minigun. Where are those guys we hired? Oh, they're just dossing about over there. Grabby, grabby, grabby. Are you alright? Are you not? Oh. Please rescue him. If you can. This is what Jogger could be good for. Ah, I stole that from you when I took the bed from Bunny, right? Why do we keep the robots in the fridge? I don't know. Seems like a decent enough place to put them. They don't spoil as long as they're indoors, but they do spoil from being outdoors. You gonna be alright there, Bunny? Maybe get over there and destroy that so it doesn't make anything new. No, take care of the temperature thing first. Aristo is still in attack mode. He knows what's up. How do you know that? Does something show at the top? The line under the name when drafted. Whoa. Never ever noticed. Delicious ambrosia? I think not. It's just a source of trouble. Bang. And that's some goodies for it, no less. Now, while we're here, that's gotta go. But let's just take care of everything else first. Something about barn doors. Bunny's been fully healed on the job. Right, get a bit closer. Maybe that'll help. This reminds me of a Foghorn Leghorn skit where he kept dragging somebody closer and closer to the target, but not one of them hit. There we go. Can we not destroy this thing? Bunny's probably getting a bit tired faffing around out here. It can be deconstructed, Jake. Is that so? Well then. Get deconstructing. Ha, hardly worth it. Alright, haul those components. They're the ones that matter. Or don't. What's life without a left thumb there, Dark? Must be pretty difficult to jump in FPS games. Gonna have to remap it to something like middle mouse button. Oh, and you're only just getting healed by TBW? What a monster, he just left you there to bleed out. Friendly Imperials are going. Oh. Flavius, our friend, is infected. Good thing he's in the good bed. And if he's our guest, he gets only the finest herbal medicines. Psychopath. Steadfast. Ooh, that's good. I hope I get something for taking good care of him. Install a peg thumb. You know, I wonder if that would actually help him. Manipulation's going to be really down thanks to left hand. Maybe a wooden left hand would help, but maybe it wouldn't. Hang on, Jinx's heart is infected? Good thing he's in the good bed. Yeah, he'll run laps around that infected even with herbal medicine. Oh, I know, I would like a power glove. I would like it a lot. Brute, while you're over there, and you're not really that far over there, but whatever. Maybe you could haul that component and a few other things around it. There's a lot that needs hauled here. But you are the jogger. Still picking up the slag chunks, but I don't blame you, I do want those. Slag chunks for melting down. Alright, now you actually have six favors, so we can call in some trooper squads if we're in a real pinch. I'd rather not have it come to that, but we can do it. Intense pain for Dark Young, and because he's a teetotaler, he's not just gonna drink it away. We'll go and get some rest or whatever makes you feel better. Like an awful meal. There we go. He's alright. Shalui is dragging the hops there. And Aristo understands that it's beer o'clock. What a man's man. Yeah, I would like rather a lot of beer. Did you just eat my hops? Madness. If you unrestrict your dogs, they can haul that stuff too. They won't haul outside the allowed zone. You make a good point. It feels risky to allow my dogs to go anywhere. But, you know, dogs come and go. Let's just have them roam around all they need to. Alright, finally getting this work done. Don't guff it up, Dark. Then again, your manipulation is way down. It's a little dangerous having you do that. Ooh. Yeah, Brute Queen should be the one to do that. Alright, our Demolitionist is able to move again, and as we predicted, running laps around that heart infection. All it did was get crushed by a needle gun. What's the problem? I should really thank the guy. I got a lot of nice gear off of him. And I think Robocop put some on, didn't he? I don't recall him wearing that coat before. Lenaru should definitely get some good flak worn, though. You got a flak vest, sure, but... no, I guess Robocop put on all the good stuff. Maybe it's time to wooden hand Young consolation prize for his power claw. We'll see how he does when he's better. He's getting on fine for now. Aristo's new calling here, just making loads and loads of beer. He always struck me as a homebrew kind of fellow. Why is the wart going over here? It should definitely be going over here. It's important, but only for wart. And then it should quickly be thrown into all these barrels of ours. Still have that crunch noise of when we start making some art. How many are we talking? It's just a few of them. Not even worth getting out of bed for. Why is Putt Putt injured? Oh, Dark Young doesn't need to be told twice. He's going in for the kill. Can you make your way around it then? Okay, yeah, sure. How about the others? Oh, they're coming across the water, going up top side. Coming down the way. I'm not even sure what they're after right now. But as long as they're out here and we're in here, and we're the sheriff, we're all okay. Kint again says, shame about dev clash yesterday. Yeah, but that's what happens. We play on bleeding edge builds, so go figure, things can and do go wrong. Right, not so fond of these guys just hanging around here. Who do we have to instantly call upon for this? I don't want Aristo to do it. Brute, Robo, TBW, maybe somebody with a bit of shanking ability. Just get out here and pacify the threat. Looks like Borm is on the case too. Right, we should definitely not have Brute Queen front and center. Can't believe he's called an oaf. we go. Flawless. And that's what good armor will do for you. We don't know a lot about good armor, but we have it here and there. Oh god, it's over there. Right, well, not a big deal, I think. Oh, well, maybe if it tries to thump down our door, it's something of a big deal. I rather like that door, so please don't break it. You know, Dark, you strike me as someone in a bit of a stabby mood, so go and stab the thing to death. I know you're trying to impress our queen, and you're doing a great job. How many stab wounds does it take? Ah, excellent. With this operational, we have loads of excess. So now I just need... Ah, there must be a better way to copy all of these and put them over here. But in the absence of seeing it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it really there? Yeah, I guess it was. This costs a lot of components that I do not have, but someday I will. Someday I will be queen, but I will always be myself. The components hunger grows again. Where can we find some more? Don't make me strip mine for it. Just mine this out in general. Who knows how much there is there? Is that gold? Oh, I need that for something. The advanced research thingamajigger, I believe. Is that silver? Whew. All the rich is far away from base. Otherwise I might need to go what I call strip mining, but now that I think about it, it's probably not what you would call strip mining. Ah, didn't they unearth some components here? No. I need that fabrication desk, but it costs a lot of stuff to make components. Below the silver, Jake. Below the silver, you say? Now I have to remember where the silver was. Aha! This could be rich, or it could not be. Either way. Let's check it out. Putt-putt, fully healed. Freaking putt-putt. There were about 4 components near the base, too. 4 components near the base. I mean, I'm going to need some direction on that one. Or if you mean that they are part of the walls, then that's something else too. Oh, I see it now. Jings, I just completely passed that by thinking it wasn't there, but there it is. That would have been hours ago I walked past that going, yep, there's nothing there. Whoop-de-doo. How wrong I was. Well, the animals are all looking good. That pregnant yak is going to die soon. Also, remember when we had tons and tons of kibble? We're already through about a quarter of it. Maybe even a third of it. Right, next up. I think I'm going to give Aristo a bit of a break from the researching. I can't think of any of the stuff that I particularly want to make for myself. Unless I desperately want that minigun, but much as I like them, I want to get that multi-analyzer going. Colored lights. Cute, but no. Plenty of other jobs that Aristo can do for us. We're out of cloth. Ah, Christ, we're getting rice again. At least rice is fast. I'll need to break this down so that the heaters can heat everything. One day I'll get a damn claymore, says Dark Young. Don't we have the ability to make you a claymore right now? We did build the smithy place. What do you mean it's not here? Long blades, long sword, spear, warhammer. That's not claymore. I wonder if warhammer's any good. Oh, we research it for the hell of it. Maybe give Lenaru a weapon that's worth having. I'm also not sure if you should still be using a crappy little plastisteel knife. It appears to be good DPS, sure, but is it fitting for you? I think less so. Still, plastisteel's probably a good material, and we have quite a bit of it. Maybe I can make you a plastisteel warhammer. Well, Dark Young, you're the main melee fighter we've had this whole time. What weapon do you want? Longsword is good enough, he says, but you could have a warhammer. I mean, the choice is yours. Don't let me tell you what to do or not to do. That component's been sitting there forever. I'm sure you're having fun building that there, Brute Queen, but once you're done with it... I know you want to rain as well, but please go and collect that. Can't shank with a warhammer. Oh, this is very true. Okay, hopefully you leaving safe will build some relations, but it probably won't, because I already brought you in myself. Oh, whoa! That's a huge relation boost. I could farm that nice and easily if I make sure that my people are brought into danger. Dang. Lenaru wants a battle axe. We can make an axe, but surely you'd want these more advanced weapons that we're getting. I just want something better than a club. That sounds like Warhammer to me. Can pulverize, even through armor. Longsword, used for slashing and stabbing. Sounds good. We'll get them done once Aristo is done thinking really hard. But right now he's just going for a walk and chatting with TBW, which I personally advise against. Something quite funny about TBW and Robocop having these guns, but they have learned a bit about shooting, so credit to them there. Smelt the slag. Get these built eventually. Ah, Psycho Soothe for 5/7 of the crew. Doesn't affect animals, of course. Why so fussy there? Oh, you should be pretty happy. You're just waiting for it to kick in. Most people are actually quite happy. Okay, here's a question. Why are we not fermenting things? Okay. Just give up on it then. This wort will spoil if we don't get it in and fermenting. So I don't know what people are... Oh, geez, this is a... this is a sizable downside to having the animals go around everywhere. If we want to train them, it's a long way to do so. Also, there's a grizzly bear here. Somebody please kill it. Aristo, I know you're having fun, but you can't haul. TBW can sure haul. In fact, it's one of his biggest uses. But I would really like to have these filled up. Grizzly bear wants revenge on who? Well, good luck, 'cause it's very injured. And even I don't know where the shots are coming from. Looks like it's Brute Queen. Bunny, you want to give a hand? As if it's needed. At TBW, that doesn't look like all the beer in the world. Chatting about xenohumans with Linharu. Xenonauts did not win the poll. Need wart, but there's wart there, you gosh darned moron. I am deeply concerned though that people are not automatically filling these up. Maybe it's a basic action. Also, this is counting as crafting over research. So I think what I will do is I will make Aristo bigger on research. That way he'll do it, and then when he has no research to do, he can do other things. It's a hauling task, is that so? Well, everybody hauls, but I think most people just have other stuff to do that's more important. We keep him busy at least. That is not researching, Aristo. Just dusting off the intellect and immediately going through it. Almost there, Aristo, almost there. He's so damn good at researching, it's almost painful. Oh, pregnant husky. Karma's got it. I wonder whose. That is cute. Got some late stage pregnancy on Silzo the yak. Aki the timber wolf's ready to go, and one of our huskies as well. Adorable. I'd really like to kill off one of the elephants to get their horns, which are valuable and also half decent weapons. Once we get the outside better managed with hauling jobs from those 2 mechanical raids, we should be in a better place. We're in a pretty good place right now, the way I see it. I want all this slag hauled. I know it takes a while, but people can usually grab a few of them. Hungry warg, just don't eat our people. And also, I would like to make now 1 warhammer and 1 longsword. What do we make them out of, though? Well, I know I want our best crafter to make both of them. And just dump them on the floor when you're done with them. However, what are they made of? Not wart, evidently. The thing is, I don't know what's best. Plastis... Why is Kib there? What's causing that to do that? Right, I'm assuming that plastisteel... Extremely strong... Yeah, probably just made out of plastisteel then. Requires 150 to make that longsword, though. How about the Warhammer? 150? You're not getting it out of plastisteel then. You'll get it out of regular steel. Plastisteel longswords were the best melee weapon pre-DLC. Well, too bad, it's just regular steel, not plastisteel. Yeah, uranium hammer would be nice, but we have no uranium. Oh, but we have struck more machinery. Good, this is why I had you out there, young. Right, that's not worth doing. And that's just sandstone. So please just haul this stuff. Karma's doing the other one, how cute. Let's pick up and haul for you. Actually makes them go and haul things in a more reasonable manner. With that though, this is almost... Okay, another one. A mechanoid combat cluster is landing nearby. Thanks, Randy. I needed more of those. Maybe with that being the case, I should restrict my my animals back to being at home. Or at least in the outdoor pets area. Yeah, that was close for poor Dark there. It's kind of unfair how these turrets immediately drop in and can deploy and shoot. Although maybe that Z means... Oh, it's dormant. Ah, it's dormant, of course, until the countdown thing happens. There's no proximity thing. It's going to make the whole place foggier. Mortar shield, right, so I can't just go and mortar these things half to death either. Is that so? This sounds like another job for Brute Queen's Mighty Knights. Intercepts ground projectiles. Next recharge. Oh, and that's a bullet shield. Intercepts aerial projectiles. I think if we equip grenades, we could stand here and take care of it. Or maybe even run along here and take care of it, just throw them in. How many grenades do I have? 2. No, just go in with grenades and start throwing. Time to use Jades and Molos. Yeah, Molotovs might help, since there's plenty of fire to be had, and Molotovs will spread better. Can you steal those, maybe? Steal what? Alright, this seems like a fun thing to take down, and I think it's Robocop and TBW's time to shine. But it'll be their time to shine next time, because we've been doing this for almost 8 hours today. And I would rather like to take a bit of a break and put my feet up for the evening. Jake, you missed a stack of 55 grenades. What are you talking about? Hopefully you don't mean the 55 kibble. Shields after the rest is dead, yeah. Okay, but this is something that we will do at a later date. I haven't even checked my own schedule. But we have more streams to come throughout the week, so until said streams from me, it's nighty night.